Amen. Amen. We're just trying to finish up verse 1 and 2 in Daniel chapter 1. And what we've been doing a study of the book of Daniel here as part of just leading us into prayer and coming out of prayer. And we've been talking a lot on verse 2 for a while now. And we're just going to close it out this afternoon and go to verse 3 and 4 tomorrow, God helping us. But the thing we're emphasizing from verse 2 is the fact that the visible world is affected by the invisible world, and and all of that is settled in the throne room. When God calls a session in the throne room, all of his creation have an access to that throne room. We in the visible realm have an access to the throne room by reason of prayer. The essence of prayer is coming into the throne room to let our voice be heard concerning our case, right? We're not the only ones that speak about our case. Other creations speak about our case. We probably don't have the fullness of understanding of what takes place in the throne room, but all we can do is develop on what we know, what the Bible tells us about. We know that Satan appears in the throne room, right? It probably doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Satan does appear in the throne room, and he has accusations against us. He comes there to say things against us. And that's why we say that it doesn't make sense then the way we treat Satan. Satan is much different from the way we talk about them in our congregations. Most of what we do is out of ignorance. Because if Satan comes to the throne room and is able to talk to God concerning us, and the truth is that God hears him. It's not all the time that God does not hear him. There are things he says before God, because he knows God's constitution. So he's not going to ask something away from God's constitution. For him to raise his voice in the throne room, he will say it based on God's constitution. And God, being a just God, will most probably say yes to his demands. But fortunately for us, we also have Jesus Christ in the throne room. The Bible says that he makes intercession for us, right? Jesus Christ is also in that throne room making intercession for us, right? And we have to know that Jesus Christ's intercession does not necessarily cancel out what God says yes to the devil. It only helps us to overcome, right? Because when Satan came to ask for Peter, Jesus Christ's prayer was, God, go let him tear him apart. Leave Peter alone. Let Peter be doing his thing. No. Jesus Christ's prayer was, even though Peter will go through it, he will overcome. That the trouble of the Satan will bring to him will not overcome him, but that he would overcome the trouble, right?